Warren's mayor and the firefighters union continue to disagree about reducing the number of captains in the fire department.
At a meeting this evening, the mayor said it's to keep the fire department manned in the long term, while the union is unhappy with the whole process. What to do with Warren's fire department is new at 10. The meeting began with Warren Service Safety Director Enzo Cantalamessa updating City Council's Police and Fire Committee about a federal SAFER grant to fund 15 firefighters for 2 years, which must be in place by April 1st.
Hiring will begin forthwith.
The subject then turned to Mayor Doug Franklin's proposal to reduce the number of captains in the fire department from 6 to 3 and eliminate the requirement that captains be part of all fire inspections. It would save the city $375,000 a year, money that will be used to retain the firefighters after the SAFER grant ends.
The only motive is to prepare this city for life after the SAFER grant.
I think you have to look at it more globally as a larger savings down the road. But it's also down the road that we won't have the SAFER grant.
$500,000 generated by an additional income tax passed in November will be put aside and also used to pay firemen once the grant expires. 2 representatives of Warren's Firefighters Union were at the meeting, which at one point resulted in a verbal back and forth with the mayor.
What other department heads have come back to you with the management savings?
I don't want to muddy this up. We're talking about fire. Well, I'm not muddying it up. We have an ordinance here. Let's talk about it.
Why didn't you talk about it before with us? You have no problem going with other unions discussing ways that we can hire people or set aside manpower issues, but you wouldn't even discuss this with us. You just came with an ordinance.
Okay, that's what we're doing now.
Why didn't we do this before?
We're doing it now.
Some of the council members did ask questions, but gave no indication of how they would vote. Now keep in mind, this was only a committee meeting for discussion purposes only. No decisions would be made tonight, but council is expected to vote on the captain's issue at its January 25th meeting.